All right. I have returned for day 99. We're one day away from triple digits. We're still doing this thing. So yesterday was rest day. I did pretty well. 1,500 calories was the goal. I hit 1,480. Went to bed a little bit early. Was resting a little bit more than normal because I was kind of tired, not feeling too great. But, still did really well on my calories. And I had to get up really early today. My plan was to get up around 5:30, shower, and start working around 6. I'm getting up around like 5:45, 5:50. Showered. Before I showered, I weighed in. I weighed in at like 6 a.m. I usually weigh in at 9 a.m., so obviously my body had way less time to digest. There's still a lot of my system that normally wouldn't be. And I saw a number. I was like, oh, I went up, but realistically I have 3 hours to pee and poo, and who knows how many times I'm going to do those things. And then, of course, I peed a bunch. I did get a nice poo in the morning. It took a little bit, but then I had a really important meeting at 8 that I was leading with our CBO there. So I would say I wasn't that nervous. I felt very ready, and all the stuff I needed to speak to is stuff my boss normally speaks to, but it's just like the operational health of what we're doing. We do this meeting month over month, so it's just once every 30 days, and I'm usually filling in a lot of the information on the presentation. So I just felt confident. I was like, I think I'll be okay. I just don't need to trip over my words. And if there is questions I don't have answers to, there's plenty of people in the meeting, and it's speaking directly to their area. My area, I feel completely confident to answer whatever questions might come up. So it went really well. And then when it was over, I was in my head, I was like, hey, I have a meeting at noon I can be camera off for. So instead of doing the rower, I will have like an hour and 20 minutes, including the hour in that meeting where I'm not in something I have to present in, and I'm not in something I have to be camera on for. So I was like, I'm going to lift because I want to lift in the morning. So I was just so in my head, I was like, if you're going to lift in the morning, you have to go have a bigger breakfast. You can't have the fucking 3 Slim Jims or, cheese sticks or whatever. I was like, just go downstairs, have some eggs. And I was like, oh, I have some pork chops left over. They're like 100 calories a piece. And my mom actually had some leftover eggs. So I was like, perfect, like 350 calories, tons and tons of protein to start the day out. Went downstairs, got the food, ate, and realized I forgot to weigh in again. I forgot to go and weigh at 9. So I had to take the number from 6 a.m., which unfortunately does mean that I did go up by 1.5 pounds. I am very confident that I will come down tomorrow. Maybe not below what I was yesterday, but I do feel like I will definitely come down. That means that I did get my morning workout in, so I get a ba-ding for that. My evening workout, I'm going to row. I have a video ready to go to watch on YouTube. I'm very excited to watch it too. I'm very addicted to this series by this guy named Maylum on YouTube. He's going over the World of Warcraft lore. I love World of Warcraft. Warcraft has been my jam for a very long time, so I've been the lore buff for a very long time. I used to read the instruction booklet from Warcraft 3 because I thought it was just so cool. And I've read most of the books. I actually just got done ordering like 6 Warcraft books so I can catch up on what I missed. And that's kind of what this guy is covering. He's abridging it, so it's like 30 minutes of video, but I'm just like, I need to read those books. I'm in the middle of reading book 4 of Dungeon Crawler Carl, but at some point I will read up. I'll buff up on my WoW history, so. But I'll watch that video when I row later tonight. Let's check out the monthly totals, the daily total. Here's the overall total. So 5.1 still for the month, which is fine. 66 pounds lost. Still under 300 pounds. I weighed in at 298 today, even though I was, 296.5 yesterday. And I do feel pretty confident that I'll be on my way back down tomorrow. It's just timing. That's all it was, and I forgot. Gonna screen share. So I am trending now because of today for 288.7, which is honestly still awesome. The idea that I'm under 300 pounds and I could look at a number like 288 by the end of the month is just like, it's pretty awesome. I feel very happy about that, and I'm just going to keep going. Today I've already had all my meals. I did 350 for breakfast. And then because I was doing the noon lifting, which meant that like 1:30-ish was going to be my shake, which was the 325. I did do a lighter lunch, but I still did protein heavy. So I did 4 Slim Jims, which is not great. But I mean, there's a lot of nitrates in it, but it's still got protein in it. And then I did do some cheese. So I got to have my normal protein intake from that, because cheese and Slim Jims have protein, lots of protein from eggs and pork chops. And then my protein shake when I got done working out, so I'm flush with protein. And then I had a Starbucks, which I didn't finish, a venti iced black tea lemonade. If they go heavy on the black tea, Sorry, I'm streaming right now. Oh, it's lotto time. I'll go front and back. Thank y'all. So we always get lotto tickets. We get Powerball tickets, and we get 4, and then I take 2, and she takes 2. So if I buy them, she picks 2 for me, and if she buys them, I pick 2. I totally forgot it was Wednesday. But anywho, yeah, I had my Starbucks, and then I realize now that I put this on here twice because I had egg white and red pepper bites from Starbucks. So those are like 170. So 170 plus 70 is 240. Which was in there, so I'm like 100 calories under my goal today. But I'm gonna keep it right where I'm at. And then I had chicken for 308. I had put some seasoning on it, wasn't too much, and it was all 0. Realistically, you're probably still getting like 5 to 10 calories from like pepper, you know. But I don't dump pepper on it. And then like a tiny seasoning packet for like taco meat. I put sazon goya on my chicken to give it a little kick, so it has some flavor to it. That also lists each packet as 0 calories, which means that there is calories to it, but it's just not super high. I mean, like, there's a story about a guy who just used to eat Tic Tacs all the time because they said that they're 0 calories each, and he gained a ton of weight because he was eating like 2 or 3 packs of Tic Tacs a fucking day. So everything has calories in it, except for like celery, which is negative calories. Anywho, yeah, so my meals are all done. Pretty confident I'll weigh in well tomorrow. I am nervous about it, though, because if I don't, then I'll be like, fuck, what happened? But yeah, man, things are looking good. That meeting that I talked about went really well. I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, so just going to extend that formula there. Workout history on Averon. It logged me out. It worked again today, so that's a good sign that the update was corrupt and the reinstall is what took care of it. I still get that fucking error. But yeah, 33 output, rode for 10 minutes, so that's cool. Also, I got my 10-week streak today, even though it told me I broke my streak yesterday, even though I rode on Monday, so it's like, there's always something going on with Averon, I swear. No. But yeah, let's Wordle. Day 25. Don't tell me if you know. If you haven't done it, don't watch. It's not Clout Day, although we got a T out of it. We got a T and an E. First thing I think when I see this is teeth. It'll tell me where the E goes, where the T goes. Is there doubles? That is a no. So, good to know there's no additional T because that happens often, and there's no double E. So if there is going to be another vowel, it has to be Y, and usually Y does not show up unless it's something like tenty. I'm just talking through this to myself. C is gone. I was thinking a couple of different things that could use the C. The fact that there's no second E is canceling out a lot of the words that are running through my head. Because it makes me want to do something like a GH, but the GH is gone. You know what I mean? What about... No. I think I might be on the right track with the N, though. The N's going to be in there somewhere. How about tendy? Like chicken tendy? Nope. I gave it a shot. Damn, man, I am drawing such a blank right now. Tangy. It's not how you spell it. Interesting. All right. I gotta think here. Sometimes I don't have to think. Sometimes I just take a fucking guess, and my third guess winds up working. No. The H is gone. The H is throwing me off a lot. Also, I don't think the W is going to come into play. Q is pretty much eliminated. I think there's going to be a Y at the end. But maybe I should get myself out of that headspace because that's probably what's holding me back right now. There's no A, so there's no Texan. I'm trying to think of a way that I can use that X. The Z, I don't think there's going to be a word. But I might be wrong about that. Probably not. going back to that. There's no double T. I keep wanting to put an extra T. Just tossing up letters until something looks right. Yeah. How about Teddy? Yep, there you go. I knew the Y was at the end of it. I got the feeling there's going to be a double letter. Then I realized Teddy is not a name for a bear. Teddy is also something that you wear. So yeah, there we go. We have wrapped this session up. Glad I got my check-in done. I almost forgot about it. That's going to be it for me for tonight. I will check in tomorrow and hopefully have a green number. So I will see you guys tomorrow.